Bonjour, Mishko Pwaganon, Quain Adishnakas Mangdodam. Hi, everybody. Once again, I'm Sandy Boucher, Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan. I'm a proud member of Seine River First Nation in Northern Ontario, and I'm here with this week's personal power message. And this week, we got to get serious because I have a question to ask you. Have you ever felt like you lost power? Like suddenly your word or opinion didn't matter, or worse, that it wasn't even heard. Now, I'd be willing to bet that some of you listening are thinking, I've never had power, but I don't believe that's true, because if anyone's ever been in the room with a screaming baby, the baby gets attention, or a toddler that's going to destroy things if you don't pay attention to them. We've all had certain extents, different levels of power, and it changes with different people. I know a lot of people that have incredibly fond memories of their grandparents, because grandparents always seem to have the time to listen to us. But if you get around enough people, or if you've experienced enough people that don't value your word and don't listen to you, you stop sharing. Now, what's important about that message is eventually you're losing power, or you don't have power because you stopped sharing. One of the amazing teachings my mom passed on to me is to make sure that the people in my present don't pay for the sins of someone in my past. To not speak up now because someone in the past didn't listen to you is to make this new person pay for their sins. And you just can't do that, because the only one that's getting hurt is you. Now, in Ojibwe, there's another really super important part to this, and please remember this. In Ojibwe, we talk about Debwewin, which is truth. But I'm from the Treaty 3 area, and we classify Debwewin as the idea of speaking only to the extent you have lived or experienced, which is why I never speak about the Native male experience, because I wouldn't know that story. I couldn't do it justification. That's humility teaching. I can speak to domestic violence. I can speak to poverty. I can speak to many, many things, but I also identify the stories that are not mine to share. Why I'm sharing that is because your power is in your story. Maybe at some point in your life, and I know I've done this, we tried to share something that wasn't our story, that wasn't in our knowledge base, and you come across as fake. You come across as empty. It does not ring true with anyone. And the only one you're fooling, if at all, is you. Your power is in your story. If you know poverty, you can speak to poverty. If you know violence, I'm sorry that ever happened to you, but you now have the power to tell that story and be part of the change. If you know what it's like to be disrespected, you can now speak to that. You can use all of those puzzle pieces you've gathered to put them together to be an incredibly powerful puzzle, only if you remember to share your story. So that's what I'm sharing this week. Your power is found in your story. If you want to feel more powerful, share your story. And if that person doesn't listen, that does not change the value of your story. If I go into a store and choose not to buy a shirt, the price of the shirt doesn't go down. Your story is valuable. Find the people that recognize that and keep sharing it until you do. My entire career is based on that truth. That's Debwewin. Until next week, I hope that resonated with you. Let me know what you think. Either send me an email if you're watching this on Shot Spotlight, or if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment on this video. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video if you loved it. Until next week, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.